I'm Ashton Addison from BlockWest Capital for Investment Pitch Media and the Crypto Coin Show. And today on Blockchain Interviews, we have Shreyansh Singh, the head of gaming and NFTs at Polygon and the head of Polygon Studios. Shreyansh, welcome to the show, and thank you so much for taking the time to be here today.
Thanks for having me, Ashton. Hi, everyone.
You're very welcome. I'm excited to dive into the world of gaming and NFTs, currently exploding and still so much more growth to go. I would love to kick off our conversation with just a little bit of background on yourself and how you got into the space and how that became you leading Polygon Studios and heading up gaming and NFTs at Polygon.
Yeah, sure. So on space, I came back in 17 when we can say when the bull run was at its peak. So I just came because everyone was looking into the space at that time as well. I just came as I would say a newbie investor, just started looking into things and what's happening here and why is it so important. So back then I just started a little bit trading and investing on my side. And after a year or so, this industry really piqued my interest. I was actually pretty much in awe of the space, what the projects and protocols were doing. I couldn't understand much, but still it made me wonder, I think I should get into the space. So then maybe after 1.5 years after, I joined Polygon, I would say Matic back then, right after the Binance IO. And Matic was always we have been always pretty bullish on the gaming and NFT side of industry. Mm-hmm. And being an avid gamer and a sports person from me as well. So I just started looking into the space, what can be done, what are the good games here, how the user experience is, what challenges they are facing and everything on those fronts. So I just started chasing a few games and got good traction there as well because everyone needed scaling and the throughput and the low minting cost and everything. And that's where Polygon's main value comes in. So I think that pretty much with gaming and Polygon, I would say it was like a match made in heaven. And especially now the NFT wave kicked in. So now everyone realized, okay, how important scaling is. Earlier, people used to realize, okay, there were a few games, few NFT projects. They were doing pretty good, normal on Ethereum. It was nothing, that boom was not there. So people were not actually aware of all these things. So I just started chasing down how things are happening here, and what next can be done, and how we should go about these things. So we already have, I would say, a dominant position in the space when it comes to Ethereum gaming and NFT projects. I think all the major games are already on Polygon. If you pick, let's say, if you pick 10 games are NFT projects, 7 or 8 would be already on Polygon. But we wanted to, being a public chain, we a technical project, so we couldn't able to, I would say, we didn't have that vibrant and funky vibe like I would say a studio has, vibrant colors and everything. That's where we thought, okay, we have to put some dedicated efforts to it. So back in I would say 3-4 months back, I had this idea, let's do Polygon Studios, a dedicated arm towards NFT and gaming and serving to the, I would say, the mainstream adoption and getting Web 2 onto Web 3, serving as a bridge pretty much. So this is catering more towards, I would say, on the Web 2 gaming side of things, where the mass adoption is. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, no, that's really exciting. And yeah, seven or more out of 10 games already utilizing Polygon. There's something going on there. There's a reason everyone is using Polygon. And I've spoken to a lot of people that use Polygon, but I've also spoken to people that they've heard of Polygon. They heard that it's faster and cheaper and that people are using it, but they don't really understand why, or they haven't used it themselves yet. And it goes much beyond just gaming and NFTs. I know it applies to most of the DeFi apps and a lot of the exchanges, wallets, everything is integrating Polygon now, which is great. Maybe you could just touch a little bit more high level as well for the people that haven't utilized Polygon yet, beyond blockchain gaming, in just a quick background on Polygon and why it's being used among so many of these different applications.
So I would say like Ethereum being the most battle-tested chain. I think it's the oldest chain. Pretty much all the traffic and all the major, whatever it's DeFi, whether it's NFT, whether it's anything. So it's majorly all the biggest of the protocols, everything's on Ethereum. And everyone wanted this sort of a scaling as well and easy to use solutions. And Polygon being a commit chain on top of Ethereum bridge that gap. So with a high level of composability and things coming up, you can move your assets back and forth on the main chain to the Polygon chain, all these factors coming in. So people thought, okay, this is much more easier than to use it than any other chain. and the customer user experience, the superlative user experience that we want with games and NFTs, I would say it was pretty awesome. So I think that's where the major adoption happened and people saw the value in it, and it was
Mm-hmm.
easy as well. So they don't have to reinvent anything or make any architectural changes or anything. They can just by a few tweaks in their code and everything. They were pretty set on Polygon. So we also have the saying it sometimes takes around just a couple of hours to be on Polygon.
Definitely, yeah. Making it easy is, I think, most important. The less barriers to entry, the better. And you mentioned there in your intro that you were working with a team to build out Polygon Studios as a dedicated studio to help focus on blockchain and gaming. And most of the major games are already using the platform, which is amazing. Can you talk about the importance of the blockchain gaming and NFT sector of Polygon? How important is that for your platform and just for the industry as well to build a studio out?
Studio in terms of because I would say everyone has seen what has happened with Axie, Zedrun, and NFTs. I think in general, right? And Polygon already being getting so much traction and everything. So the wave is now coming of play to earn and how people can generate passive revenue out of NFTs as well. And this metaverse side, recently Mark Zuckerberg said Facebook would be a metaverse company in the very near future. Polygon already has all the major VR spaces like Decentraland, Sandbox, Somnium Space, some others too, which are not announced yet, pretty big names. So I think Polygon already had that all these projects are already on us. So I think we wanted to do something dedicated towards the industry, and everyone is looking like metaverse will explode in the very near future, maybe a 500
Mm-hmm.
billion or $700 billion company by 24-25. So on
Mm-hmm.
Polygon is already a home of all these VR space centric projects, metaverse centric projects, and that's the I think the digital economy, like everyone is saying, it's going to usher it. I think it's already here. You can buy houses, buy lands, play games, build casinos there, build theme parks, and use any other currency as a legal tender there. So it's entirely a parallel world there. So I think everything being on Polygon added a lot of value,
Mm-hmm.
and this economy will definitely usher in the next coming years. Everyone is talking about it, and they want to utilize this as well. I think it's just a matter of time. And Polygon, we definitely want Polygon to be the centerpiece of it. Already, the major traction is here. So we are already very well positioned here. And NFTs and Play to Earn. Recently, Zedrun's round was also closed by A16Z, and all their horses and everything is minted on Polygon with ultra low, I would say, negligible gas fees.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's pretty good.
Definitely really good. And I was reading that as a part of the studio, you've now created $100 million fund to support gaming related and NFT related projects on Polygon. That's incredible. So congratulations for that. I'm curious on how exactly you're looking to make impact within the space with the fund. Is there any specific way you're looking to use that capital?
Yeah, so we have planned to support projects with their raise as well, incubate some certain projects as well, and do some strategic partnerships. So with some other, I would say, some other strategic partnerships as well. And I think a lot of projects are already approaching us for if we can fund them, support them, or come in their raise and directly being a public chain and everything. That this is not something we wanted to go deep dive into it. But with Polygon Studios, we thought, okay, this is the need, and I think we are here to support the ecosystem and whatever is required there, because it's not about generating profits. We are not VCs. This is not our strength, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more about supporting the ecosystem. If we are investing in projects, so they have like okay, skin in the game from our partners as well. So they are pretty much more comfortable with us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, on the larger level, it's about instilling trust in our partners that we are there for you pretty much everywhere, every step.
Definitely. That's great. And yeah, obviously having your partner ecosystem already invested is a nice green checkbox. Is there any other criteria for those games that are interested? Say it's just any random game. They're saying, hey, we want to come on Polygon, give us capital. Is there any more criteria that you're specifically looking for in helping grow the space and who should be in the fund?
No, exactly. There's not sort of any. We haven't set a sort of eligibility criteria, but we are definitely judging teams like based on their experience, what they have already done in the space, what's the background, and what they are trying to build. So I would say like we are not breaking down it on a very granular level, but still
Mm-hmm.
doing some background. Nothing more.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
Nothing too extensive. Yes.
And I feel like this is still fairly early on to create this fund at a point where there's still so much exponential growth to come. And I would love to get your opinion, Shreyansh, on the gaming space and NFT space as well, more focused on gaming so far throughout 2021. How do you see the growth of it here? And then just in the next 12 months, do you see it continuing to grow even more or even less?
Yep, for sure, for sure. I think this is just the start. We have just scratched the surface there with the gaming. Gaming industry is, I would say, it's the biggest industry that is right. You can combine NFL, NBA, and all these, all the biggest of the sports, and still, I think the last year only the cap was around 130 billion. I would say just in US. So I think it's the biggest industry, and that's the potential we want to tap into with Polygon Studios because we are trying to provide them some sort of a middle layer as well. We can't go towards projects and say, okay, this is our chain, now start building on it. We have to provide them with customized tooling, infra, whatever is required there, maybe APIs, SDKs, anything. So we'll be supporting our partners with that as well for smoother user experience because we can't expect these Web2 game developers to come and onboard Solidity and understand all these things because there's already a lot of mental barrier in the mind. Okay, what are NFTs? What are cryptocurrencies? Regulations and all these things. So we want to bridge that gap. It's more about, I would say, sort of a plug and play solution. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're striving to achieve with Polygon Studios as well. And we are definitely, the gaming wave has just started yet. I think that will be the biggest thing that will happen for the next few years now in this space.
Definitely. And I think your team also providing support and development kits to get people onboarded easily. You know, there are a lot of new games that are popping up. If they're going to move onto Polygon, can they just go and utilize the SDKs, or you get help from them, and like how quickly could it be onboarded onto Polygon?
I think we already have, let's say, certain teams will already build out certain SDKs like Unity. You can build on Unity and Unreal integration, Godot engine integration. These things are already live, or maybe they're supposed to go live just this week. By the end of this week, Sunny team come and start building on Unity and all these things, and they can integrate NFTs and everything is integrated. So to be the way I've seen the experience, you don't have to be a developer to build those games as well in some way. So it's that easy. And these are certain things we are definitely salvaging whatever we are getting from our, let's say, our partners as well, whatever's there in the space. And let's say if any focus party comes in, okay, they need something customized built out. So we are building an in-house team as well. We can which can do that for them.
That's
so
incredible.
It will be providing support as per partners' requirements.
Definitely, yeah. That's great that you're taking the extra step to help based on customer requirements. And obviously with the dedicated studio now, your team will have that ability. Now, we didn't mention it yet, but I'm really curious on how the Polygon Matic token fits into the ecosystem. You know, is it required by the gamers for NFTs? How does it fit into the users' hands and the developers? And if there's any way that it provides value for everybody in the ecosystem, could you touch on that?
Yeah, sure. So exactly just like ETH, Polygon being 100% EVM compatible and a commit chain on top of Ethereum, Matic token has same utility. It's used just like ETH for gas on network, minting NFTs and for the transactions. But let's say certain users definitely they want to create something which doesn't have a token involved. Neither for gas, they have users. Like now we are focusing towards the Web2 side. We can't expect everyone to come on board MetaMask and manage their private keys and all these things. Mm-hmm. So we have certain solutions like meta transactions where people can just, within a few clicks, people don't have to worry about their, have to worry about their MetaMask private keys and all these things. And Matic token gas has already been paid by this relay network itself. So I think we can definitely remove the token aspect there if people don't want, but they want, let's say, buy and sell assets using Matic tokens in the game. So I think so it's actually up to the developers how much they want the Matic token involved into their ecosystem.
Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting to know. And I know you're working with so many partners. You probably have more partnerships upcoming, and there's probably a lot on the roadmap that's upcoming as well. Maybe specifically in the gaming and NFT space and with Polygon Studios, besides spending this capital, are there any major milestones or roadmap points that you're looking to hit as you grow from now until the end of 2021?
I won't say nothing in. We don't have anything in particular that we want, but we definitely are looking forward to working with some of these top tier Web2 gaming studios.
Hmm.
So getting one, I don't want to take names here, but definitely getting one is a target for 2021, and that will be, I think, that will be ushering an entirely new era of Web3 gaming here as well. Getting these giants in first.
Definitely. Okay, that sounds great. And for viewers that are looking to see all of the games that are available that are already on Polygon, and to also start utilizing Polygon for trading and wallets and all of that other fun stuff as well, what's the best way for them to get involved and to learn more about Polygon?
So there's it's a community driven website called Awesome Polygon. So all our apps, whether it's NFT, DeFi, and things related, it's everything is posted there itself. It's maintained by the community on the training. But I think Matic token is listed pretty much on all the major exchanges and SEC regulated exchanges like Kraken, Coinbase, everywhere on Binance as well. So people just can go create wallets, and pretty much Matic is listed everywhere, so they can get started with that.
Mm-hmm. Sounds great, Shreyansh. I will leave those links in the description box below as well. All the best with Polygon Studios as you continue to grow out and help grow the gaming ecosystem. I'm really excited for that. And let's follow up in the near future.
Thanks, Ashton. Thanks for having me here as well. Pleasure speaking with you.